And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCarthy throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again, McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Texans' 44-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. McCarthy throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. McCarthy. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Back to throw. McCarthy, he's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool. He looks calm. He looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much.
And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step. And now, before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, it's Stroud. There's the former Viking, Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Stroud now on second down. Got his man down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Play action. Stroud now. Caught left side. Here's Dell. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have a Texans first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think. And
he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Stroud to throw it. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And there he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing on first down. McCarthy. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson, and he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit.
Stephon Diggs. Now inside the 25. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs. 82 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. taken at about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the bootleg. McCarthy. Powell on the catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Inside handoff to Mixon.
And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Now Stroud.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
First and 10, it's Stroud. And got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans add 6 to their lead.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And this offense on third down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Houston set to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. .42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
To throw on 2nd down, McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, McCarthy.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down.
And 7 at the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw.
McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison.
So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 14 yards.
And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone.
Escapes the defender.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. A short one going to be taken in here by... The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, McCarthy. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, here's Mixon. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Stroud. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Stroud looking to throw.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To throw on third down.
McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, McCarthy got his man complete over the middle. That's Powell. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Slot man moves right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they have regained the lead. It's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
And here comes the Texans now.
They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Stroud.
And Diggs has it. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. There's a nice move. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here. 1st and 10. To the right side and caught by Dell. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Mixing up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Open is Powell. That's complete. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And this returnable for Sims.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Back to Mixon on first down. A little juke. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
On first down, here's Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. A handoff to Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's put the set on. Let's go. It's showtime, baby. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go right here. Let's go. Yeah, go. Let's go, baby.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And out now come the Vikings.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Powell on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They go play action here on first down. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
In motion right is Addison. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Got stopped, would have liked the touchdown, but hey, field goal gives you the lead, then let your defense do the work.
The one thing to keep in mind, though, the field goal is not automatic. You've got to make sure you protect your kicker here so you don't have a block, which turns into a big play. But you're exactly right. Kick it, rely on your defense. This is the proper play here in this situation.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans offense set to regain possession.
And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now an option play on second down.
And just shouting. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters.
There he goes, left side. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big run there by Jones. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. McCarthy able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Off the play fake. McCarthy. Throw left side complete. That's Powell. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Vikings. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Steven Sims now on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston's offense taking over again. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
On the set.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Stroud to throw it. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Stroud on 3rd down now. And that one too wide and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. Listen.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Stroud.
Bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Stroud to throw it. Got his man down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Stroud.
To Mixon on the check down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here comes second down at 5. Here's Stroud. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
Texans 24. Let's go.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So Stroud and the Texans down by 15. 30 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Stroud coming right back after the pick six. That's complete to Dell. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Diggs. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Stroud will look to throw once more. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
It's showtime, baby. This is your baby. It's all like popcorn. Come on now. Let's roll, man. Let's go, man. Come on, baby. Rock and roll. Let's roll. You too little, baby. Let's do this, man.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right